Welcome back to another CAD/CAM tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to look at the pattern feature command in SolidWorks. So simply put, the pattern feature command is used to replicate a feature or body in SolidWorks into our workspace. So let's say we have a feature like this and we want to get many more of them in our workspace. Instead of drawing each of them manually, which will take a long time, we just use the pattern feature to pattern so we can get as many as we want of the same body. This feature is very crucial in SolidWorks because it helps to reduce the time it takes to model a part that contains a lot of similar or same parts, and also it makes modeling very easy and fun to do. So this is a very important feature that we are going to look at. Now, there are so many types of pattern that we can do, but in this video, we are just going to look at the first two types of patterns, which are the linear pattern and the circular pattern. So take note of that. Before we get into it, if you are new here, this is all I do. I break down CAD concepts in SolidWorks and in Siemens NX so that everyone can get it. So if you like videos like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and then turn on post notification so that you get an alert anytime I upload a tutorial video. And also share this video to your friends as well so they can also watch it and get educated about the pattern feature in SolidWorks. Without further ado, let's start. So we start off in the SolidWorks window. I'm going to create a new file. And this takes us to the SolidWorks 3D modeling workspace. So the linear pattern is used to pattern a face, feature, or body in one or two linear directions. So take note that the most important thing we need in order to create a linear pattern is the linear direction. So let's create a base block on the top plane with the extruded boss base command. I use a center rectangle and draw a rectangle of dimension 100 by 50 millimeters. We keep the thickness of the block at 10 millimeters, and we can see the linear directions on this rectangular block. So we have this line, and even this vertical line. These are the three linear directions on the rectangular block. The next thing is to create the feature that we want to pattern. So I'll create a rectangle on this face. And I'll make sure that these two lines are equal. And the vertical distance the triangle will be, let's keep it at 16 millimeters. The distance from this point to this line here, let's keep it at 8 millimeters. And then the horizontal distance of the triangle, let's keep it at 10 millimeters. So exit sketch. And then in extruding, we make sure the triangle comes in this direction. So reverse. Then we add an offset of 8 millimeters will be okay. And reverse in this direction. And the thickness of the block or the triangle actually is 10 millimeters. Merge result. Take note, this is very crucial. We have to merge result so that these two blocks can merge into one. And okay. Next, you are going to change the colors of the two blocks so it will be very easy to see what you are doing. So right click on this rectangle, you come to this appearances arrow, and then use the boss extrude 1, change the appearance to a yellow appearance. The background, you can even change it to white, and then again right click, and then the boss extrude 2, change the color to red. So this is what we want to pattern. The triangle here, we want to pattern it linearly. So So click on the linear pattern. The first thing you have to do, come to these features and faces, make sure you check it, and then drop down this arrow and click on the boss extrude 2. Then you select the first direction, which will be this line. So we have this view here so that you can see it clearly from this angle. You can have spacing and instances, where the spacing determines the distance between this side of the original block and then this same side on the first replicated block, and then the same side on the second replicated block, in that order. So now the spacing between the two lines is 10 millimeters, and since the thickness of the triangle itself is 10 millimeters, that is why this line lies on the side of the original triangle. Let's say we keep it at 20, and you can see this is the distance between this side of the triangle and the same side on the next triangle, same side on the next triangle, and so on and so forth. And then for the instances, you can set it to 10, as many as we want, but to reduce it to 4 so that it can fit in this window. Okay, so 5 can also fit in the window as well. Okay. So this is a linear pattern. Now we can also pattern in a second direction. So right click on this and edit feature. We can choose the second direction here. And this time we use this line. You can see the arrow going in this direction. So reverse for it to come inside. Again, spacing and instances. So you can have 2 or more. So that this is what we have. Looking at it, we can see that even the ones that we replicated have also been replicated on the other side. So we can have as much as we want. If you do not want to replicate everything here, just check the pattern seed only, so that you only pattern this particular block in this direction. If not, just click on this and okay. So this is the linear pattern in SolidWorks. And then let's move on to the circular pattern. So the circular pattern command is used to pattern a feature in a circular manner. So this time we are going to make a base block, which is a cylinder. So extrude boss base again on the top plane. Have a circle of diameter. Let's say we keep it at 50. And then the height of the cylinder, we keep it at 60 millimeters, will be okay. Then again, you create a triangle with the extrude boss base on this face. Convert this circle into the sketch and trim. So we have this triangle here. We make it symmetric about a midline. I'll click on it and make it a horizontal line. And then select the 3 lines, make symmetric. The distance will be, let's keep it at 50. And this is what you want to pattern. So extrude boss base, reverse for it to come inside. Again, we have an offset of let's keep it at 10 millimeters, or better still 20 will be okay. And the thickness of the triangle, 10 millimeters or 20 will be okay this time. Merge result again, okay. Again, right click on this and change the appearance of the boss extrude 3 to again the yellow color for the base block. And then this boss extrude 4, change the color to the red color. Under the linear pattern, drop down this arrow and we have the circular pattern as well. So again, check these features and faces and then drop down this arrow and click on the boss extrude 4, which is this triangle. The direction, we can either select a circular edge that the feature will pattern around, which is this circular edge, or delete it, and then the second thing we can select is a circular face. So these two will do the same thing. You make sure that we are patterning around that circular face, and we can either select the edge of the circle or the face of the cylinder. So we go with the face. We can have the instant spacing, where we can select the angle between any two adjacent parts or adjacent features. We can have 20 degrees or as big as we want. Or we can go with equal spacing, where we give the full angle we want to pattern. So 360 degrees for a full revolution. And then we specify the number of instances. Let's say we want 10, so they will all fit in the 360 degrees. But let's go with 6. Okay. So this is also the circular pattern. So yeah, these are the first two types of patterns we have in SolidWorks: the linear pattern and then the circular pattern. So I hope this tutorial helped you out. If it did, make sure to like the video, subscribe and turn on post notification so that you get an alert anytime I upload a video. And don't forget to share this video to your friends as well, so they can also watch it. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Safe.